What session is it?
Anyways.
14, 15? 15.
15.
Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah.
15 times
know.
more than most sessions get to, or most of the campaigns get to.
Yeah.
Bonkers. Do we want to start?
Yes, please.
Do we want to play?
Yes, please.
The Dungeons and
If I have to say yes, please, one more time.
Minus the Dungeons and Dragons, because we have not played either of those.
Not yet. Anyway. So, checks notes. Last time, you started with some combat against this familiar ooze-like substance. Albeit, this time it had more structure than you had previously saw in it. This ooze had puppeteered some guards, which you had to deal with. And upon defeating this ooze, a figure was revealed, one that was trapped inside of the source of this puppeteering. You discovered it to be some sort of archaeologist, thanks to Theo's expertise in the area. Taking note of it, you were let go by the guards to go on with your night as they cleaned up the mess and took care of the 2 injured guards that were recovered. You then, the next day, returned to Canirion to discuss what had happened, and wrapped Adeline into this by asking her anything that she knows. She replied with giving you all another lead, that Pyron had spoken to Bane's half-brother, Falcon, a couple weeks prior. And as you waited the day, you went to the fight club, spoke to some, I guess, regulars at the club who gave you some insight into when Falcon was last seen in the city, which was about 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry, 20 days ago that they last saw him. Having some time to kill, you went into the fight club and worked out. Some of you better than others, and some of you not at all, as Theo just onlooked, taking notes on who would win in a fight next.
Just watching sweaty people work out.
I want to see Milo at the bottom of that list.
So we gave you a gun.
I don't think Milo's going to make the list at all, actually. I think he's just not even being considered for the list.
She like wrote an M, but then like erased it.
So we give you a gun.
That's why you have a gun.
The great equalizer.
But nearing the end of your workout sessions, Thyra was called away. She left the city, searching for Cairo, the Goliath bodyguard of Canirion, who had left her a note that morning, telling her to meet him outside of the city. He talked about Freya, their home, and why he left. Buying time for a larger Goliath to come in and ask her to do them a favor, lest they hunt Valkyra too. And that was the last you all saw of her. But now, evening has fallen over the city, as you all are finishing up your workouts at the Fight Club. What would you like to do?
So do we go back and pick up Thyra before moving on?
I finished my set of squats.
I feel like Thyra would likely come back to us when she was ready.
That's
Just
true.
like seeking her out is more problematic. So I think we just continue on.
She said she was going to the inn.
Exactly. So it's not
Alright.
like she's doing anything crazy. So we'll just wait for her to
Alright.
come back to
She's
us.
gonna get like kidnapped or anything.
Or blackmailed.
That would be ridiculous. Anyways, I think the plan is splitting off here.
I need to talk to the lady. What's her
Right.
name?
Junie.
Jimmy.
I was thinking Theo.
Theo's coming in with me, right?
Yeah, if you could get Karma on her shoulder. And then keep distance, keep watch, make sure nothing crazy happens. Milo, you can come back with me to Baines. We need to ask about Falcon.
Oh. I
Okay.
think Thyra had wanted me to go with Valkyra, but
I think this is
feel
probably
it's-
smarter.
I don't know about smarter. I don't know if there's a smarter option, but I think Valkyra can handle herself.
I would
I'll
rather
live.
keep eyes, just to be absolutely sure.
I probably won't get kidnapped or blackmailed
Yeah.
by this
Is-
lady.
As long as that doesn't happen, as long as
As
you
long as
don't
that doesn't
die,
happen, yeah. Or I
Thyra
find them-
won't be mad at me.
Yeah, of
because
course.
she
Or if
thinks
I
I'm
don't
going with you.
disappear,
Right.
yes, of course.
We could not be getting more on the nose with this fucking session.
I just
swear.
want to make her feel terrible.
That's fair. Anyways.
My motivations are
Um,
simple. My methods are dangerous.
That's I need that on a shirt immediately. So Ashe is gonna sort of get himself together and then start walking back towards Baines, inviting Milo to join him.
Okay.
I guess we're going to the park. That's what she said, right? The park.
Yeah.
There was a
Garden.
a park at the base of the building that she
Okay.
lived in that was quiet that
That's
you
at
can
night.
speak in.
She said to come at night.
She didn't say when. She
Oh
just
my
said be there.
goodness! I'm very certain she said night, but whatever. Okay.
Okay, she said night.
We make our way there.
Okay. So, who goes first?
Well,
I
in
didn't get
my
my
book,
dice out.
I have the talk with Junie first, and if you switched it to Bane, I would have to go back and change that, and that would be really annoying.
Okay, I also have speak with
Okay,
Junie
great.
first. All right.
Which means it's gonna be worthless.
So,
Oh.
you start meandering over towards Junie's building. And she was right. It is really quiet up here in this uptown sort of area. Not a whole lot of commotion. There's a few other people in the park when you arrive. Some little kids are enjoying the outdoors. Some older folk sitting on benches around it, but it's very beautiful. Large trees and planters. It's very shaded, it's very cool. And it is very inconspicuous. There are a few benches around, but you don't see Junie right away.
Are you sure this was the right place? For the right time?
I have no idea. To be true. She just said to be there, and this is where she met. So, here, just give me the chameleon.
I take Karma off my shoulder, hand it over.
Hello.
Looks up at you with one eye.
You're going to be able to hear through this, right? Get through this. Okay.
Well,
Right.
hopefully she hasn't seen us already. I look around.
Oh yeah. Look around.
Make a perception check.
Oh fuck my dice!
17.
Natural 20. Yes. I got
Natural
it.
20? Okay. You look around. No one on, like, in the garden looks like Junie, but you look up and you do see on one of the very high balconies a figure sitting and looking down. Very similar in appearance to Junie.
Yeah. Does Theo also see, or is it just me with the 20?
Just see.
For fuck's sake. She's up there.
Well, I guess.
Don't look,
You
don't
look up it. You do see her on one of the balconies.
I guess I can climb. I guess. Thought she was going to come down here.
As you look, she looks down, spots you, and then heads into the
Oh
building.
shit! I think she's coming. Well,
Should I
think
go?
I think she already knows you're here. So you suddenly disappearing would probably make it look more suspicious than if you just stayed.
You're probably right.
So I would just stay. Sit down and look pretty. Okay, you're doing a great job.
I can do one of those things.
You are still standing, so yeah. You're...
Can I have Karma back?
But why can't I have... Why don't I get to play with the chameleon?
I'll teach you how to get a familiar of your own.
You're joking.
I can try.
It's like the brightest smile that humanity has ever conceived. That would be the best.
Well, I
I
think
give
we
her,
have.
I give the chameleon back.
You just sit and wait.
If we have time, I'll take out my
Yeah.
spellbook and I'll start showing her the little glyphs and stuff.
It looks very
I've
complicated
been
to
reading.
you.
I've been looking into it. I can understand the basics of glyphs and shit. That's like the basics of
Okay,
fucking magic.
fair enough. You notice you start recognizing some of the patterns within it.
I'm able to recognize them.
Not
I'm able to
completely,
recognize
but
what they
a bit
are,
of them.
but what they do, no idea.
There you go. We sit and wait for a few minutes before the familiar figure begins approaching. Kind of looks around before sitting on the park bench next to you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
She with
Yes,
you?
she is.
So, what did you wish to know?
Well, why were you there in the first place?
It's funny. Junie and I have got to know each other. Oh, Adeline and I have got to know each other.
Important to know yourself.
It is.
No, I didn't say that. Pull it back. Pull the curtain back. And you were there to just hang out?
Pretty much.
Inside
Gets
check.
lonely. Insight check.
Instant.
If you gotta do it too, Theo.
5.
14.
Wonderful. Okay. You take her at face level,
Yeah.
Valkyra, but Theo, you know there's probably something she's not saying, but she's telling the truth regardless. You know, they never wanted us to be friends for obvious reasons.
I don't
but
actually. They aren't really that obvious. Like, I get that your families aren't good friends. But why?
centuries-long disputes. Some of our family members even claim that it reaches before the war, but
Hmm.
it's been so long. None of us really remember why.
So, why do it? Why do it?
Why become friends?
Or to hate each other? Either one.
Well, I guess it's just tradition at this point. None of them really want to give it up or say that they were wrong, but just as kids, we met once and really liked each other's company. So we found ways to stay friends ever since.
That's nice. You're aware of the current investigation, right?
I am.
And do you know anything?
No.
Insight check. You just say
Insight
You
check.
said the
Go
word
for it.
no? Jesus. Great liar. 12.
Just telling the truth.
Have Karma look around the area just to make sure we're alone.
Okay. You can roll a perception check for Karma.
Uh, 7.
Nah. Everyone seems to be minding their own business.
Why do you say it like that? Nothing.
What?
Fuck, I lost it.
Unfortunately, I have nothing to help with on that part.
What about your friend?
She probably knows more. She's closer to everything that's happening.
It was her who pointed us in the direction of Falcon, right? Or someone that looked like Bane or something like that. What was it? It was. What did she say?
Adeline said
Yeah.
that she saw a pirate with somebody who looked a lot like Bane, but
Right.
wasn't Bane. Which you could assume was
Okay.
Falcon. Yeah.
Do you know their little helper, Bane?
I do, a little. Haven't met him
Hmm.
personally.
You ever heard of his friend, Falcon?
Can't say that I have. We tend to steer clear of their employees. Unless they're those that are easily won over by cash.
Such as
None that I know of.
insight? What? What do you mean?
Go
That
for
kind
it.
of bullshit. Come on, give me something good for once. No, 9.
Still
This
nothing.
bitch is a fucking drywall. Ah. Yeah, literally.
I'm not really let in on family business that much.
Mhm.
Anything else that you were wondering about?
Theo?
I think we want to talk to Adeline next. Do you know where I could find her?
We're back at her house right now, but
Could you get her out of the house? Someplace better?
I could if you give me some time.
Appreciate that.
And that'd be very beneficial.
It might take a little bit though, considering what happened last night.
Who else knows what
About what?
happened last night?
Maybe the neighbors, if they were awake.
What about important people?
They're all important people.
People that actually matter.
Well, I mean, the district is filled with council members and politicians
And they
and
know you are involved.
overall. I don't think they saw me. I don't know who else could be of help though.
Suppose there's not much more to discuss then.
Thanks for meeting us.
Of course. And you all didn't tell Canarion about this,
No.
right?
Said I wouldn't.
I just wanted to make sure. We've only just met, after all.
I am Valkyra.
And you were?
Theo.
Leah. A pleasure to meet you both. Guess you know where to find me if you need anything else.
We might. So,
I live just up there.
alright.
Good luck to you. Hope you get your cash.
I'm starting to see it feel like it's less and less of a possibility.
Let's hope the odds stay in your favor then.
Let's hope.
You stay safe too.
Thank you. I'll do my best. She gets up and walks off behind you.
It was more useless than I thought it would.
I think she knows very much. I'm gonna look around again just to make sure.
Perception.
Okay, that's much better. 20. Dirty 20.
Most people are starting to get up and walk off. So the parents escorting the little kids back inside as the sun begins to set. Nothing in particular catches your eye at the moment.
Why? No.
You're able to enjoy the peace of this little garden area for a little bit longer, though.
We never had anything like this on the north. It just wouldn't grow. It physically could not have.
Well, there's not much green, but there's other beauty there too.
Yes. One day we'll make it home, and you'll get to see all of the fun things that are in my village.
I look forward to it.
You're going to like it. There's lots of ruins with lots of skulls.
Sounds like fun.
There's probably a lot of things that someone like magic with you could do. There's probably a lot of stuff. Lot of research, the ancient ruins. It'll be a great time. If we're not freezing to death, which we won't be, because I will keep us all warm with some beautifully made fur coat, and it will be amazing.
North exactly are you from?
What'd you say? Might cut out.
Where in Freya are you from?
1 second, so I can point it out on the map. I pull out my map that I totally physically have, and I point at it.
It's alright, Thyra
Yeah,
made
first.
one for you.
And I point at it. And if you see on the map, if you look at the actual like physical map, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little northern village, or not village, but there's this little northern town thing called Storsad. It's right on the like opening of the sea, right below it.
Mhm.
And that is specifically where the sisters are from.
And I've only been to Freya's Gate.
Yes. You've been to Frisgate a little bit north of that, but not all the way across the land bridge.
Oh, I haven't been that far up north.
Yeah. Freya's Gate is interesting, but I haven't gone any more south. So I guess we're both in that park.
Oh, until now.
Well, I don't truly. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this place down here. It's not the weather. It's not the geography. It's the people. The city. It's just not home.
Stand.
It's fine. We need to go. Where were they going? To Baines, right?
That sounds right.
Okay, then. I guess we can try and catch them on their way out.
Think so?
Okay. Well,
We can meet them back at the inn.
that's up to you. They'll be fine, right? I don't know. Now Now in my head, I'm worried that they're like getting stabbed to death or something. They've been kidnapped and blackmailed, and they're being forced to go outside of the city, across the world, to who knows where.
Cut back to us, and it's Ashe stabbing Milo in the
Oh
back alley.
God! I'm happy to die by your blade.
I know.
Fuck is this? What is this, Julius?
I'm uncomfortable.
What the actual fuck was that? What was that Shakespearean bullshit that just went down? That's straight out of a Shakespeare play.
Anyways,
Anyway.
Are we heading there or are we going?
All right. As
We
you
didn't
two
decide, but okay.
begin to. And never as you decide where you're going.
So, okay.
Over to Milo and Ashe as you walk on over to Bane's apartment.
So, what's the play here? Are we really honing in on Falcon? Not taking
Yeah.
any BS, or
I mean, I think at this point we just have to play with all our cards on the table. We're not going to get any other information like that, you know? Can't beat around the bush. So,
we shoot straight?
yes.
All right, can do that. Let's get it over with.
Do.
It's a moment before click, 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 click.
Hello.
Hello.
I apologize for once again coming at a bit of an inconvenient time frame.
It is. I was just about to leave for the night.
Yeah, we just have a bit more that we need to run by you.
All right. Come on in. So he opens the door for you.
And we promise not to take up much of your time, but it mostly comes down to you. You're the deciding factor in that.
Figured I was.
So, to sort of cut to the chase, we know about Falcon. We know of his whereabouts, of his profession.
Hmm.
Do you know where he is right now?
Make a persuasion check.
And because this guy, I'm not expecting a fight, but because this guy is just shady because of his business, I'm just going to be alert to any like quick movements.
18.
Okay. Maybe. What did you find out about him?
Well, we know he works for the Vagabond. We also know that roughly around 2 weeks ago, either him or you was spotted talking to one Pyron Liesel.
Kind of leans forward. Do you know anything else about this?
One more time, DM.
Do you know anything else about this?
Well, I certainly know that Pyron isn't the most upstanding fellow, given the amount of information that we have on him now, and him conducting shady business is typically shadier than others, especially when it has to deal with the Vagabonds.
never mentioned to me that he spoke with Byron.
If that's the case, then I'm sure there's a lot more he hasn't told you.
Maybe. And you suspect him of doing this,
We're
It's
just
of stealing the info.
covering all of our bases, and currently Falcon is, well, he's an interesting one, and we'd just like to know more. Nothing's set in stone yet.
I can take him to him.
so he's in the city.
He's been in the city for weeks.
Can I get a insight check on the? I'm gonna take you to him. Is that
What are you
like
trying to
an I'm gonna
discern?
take you to him genuinely, or is that an I'm gonna take you to him in a trap sort of sense? Is there some trap undertones? And what are you
Okay,
saying?
make an insight check.
Okay, I'll get my little die out here. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Okay, natural 18 plus 21.
Ooh,
Natural 18
okay.
plus 21. Damn.
Damn.
My man can read the
Um,
souls.
You get it.
He can see God.
You can read his chakra.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, your cheese
yeah, yeah.
all off.
Yeah, bro.
God, if Milo ever becomes that, I will just kill him in a back alley.
That's valid.
Yeah, definitely with that, with your insight, you can safely tell that he's being genuine. Still with a bit of suspicion towards you and your intentions with Falcon, but
Okay.
You have to understand, we mean no ill will towards you. Or potentially
Understood.
towards Falcon, depending on what side of this he ends up on. But if he ends up on the other side of this, where do you stand?
stand with Canarion.
At the end of the day, this is just business. And in your line of work, I assume it's better to keep things clean.
It is.
Well then, lead the way.
He motions his head as he walks not out the door, but further into his apartment towards a door in the back. He opens it to the small, guest room. Walks towards the small cot in the corner, pushes it aside, slams his foot on the ground as you see the floorboards go pop. 2 stories down. Come on. He begins leading you down a ladder toward, you can assume, past decrepit apartments that no one uses anymore, or that were never used for the sake of this. Down until finally into this dark room.
Mm.
Another door, the light under it. Motions you over and you walk through what looks to be another apartment this time. Dusty, broken furniture. Opens the back door, only after doing a small opening it up, you do see a more nicely furnished, comfortable, but on the cot in the corner sits, sort of eating rations, this very similar looking figure to Bane. Same tan skin, this time tusks actually protruding out. Longer hair with a large scar across his nose. He just looks up towards you all. What is this?
Hopefully a conversation.
Who'd you bring you? As he looks up towards Falcon. Or as he looks up to Bane. Just want to ask some questions. Fly along and no one will get hurt. Though this place is supposed to be secret.
It is. It's not going to come out of our mouths, I can assure you of that.
Nope.
What do you want?
We would just cut to the chase.
I think so. No point in subtleties.
I'm sure you're aware that some blueprints have gone missing from the Casder estate.
From the Casders. If you believe they went missing from the Casders, you got it wrong.
Then help us get it right.
Blueprints. Blueprints went missing from Caltech.
That's what I meant. But regardless. We've been following leads. We'll get to them. We've been following leads, individuals, suspects, and we came across a little gem. Someone saw you having a conversation with Pyron Liesel.
Liesel. Yeah.
He's... What's the kindest way I can put it?
A rat bastard.
Fair enough. So I'm curious as to what exactly he was up to with a member of the Vagabond. And not only that, but a member of the Vagabond is so closely associated with an employee of the Casters.
It's a long, tangled, complicated web. If I tell you, you make sure that he doesn't find me.
Oh,
I can finally leave this fucking city.
let's be clear. If what you're about to tell us is going to get him into some trouble, he's going to be the one wishing he could leave the city.
Fine. Yes, my clan took the schematics. Pyron wanted them. I assume you want to undermine them and for some reason his own boss, but I couldn't tell you why.
Right. You were just hired to do the job.
Of course. Me and my clan, you went and did it. But on our way back with the schematics, another clan jumped us, took them and ran.
Hmm.
The Tuskbloods. They're the ones that actually have it. Now, Pyron is pissed that he didn't get the schematics himself. And my own clan, not too happy with me for losing them.
Hmm.
So I came back, confided in Bane about it, kept me hidden since then, while I recovered.
You were injured.
Nearly dead. He wanted them really bad.
Understandably. Where are the Tuskbloods based?
Farther north. Highland region. Hard to get to if you don't know the place.
Do you know? I'm sure this is a long shot, but do you even know why they would want the schematics or how they even found out that you had them?
Well, schematics are for some sort of machinery. Couldn't tell you what. Far beyond my own knowledge of engineering. But something that they wanted. Something powerful that could put their clan on top.
Interesting.
Do you know why Pyron wanted these? Was it purely just to undermine the
I've-
family?
Sell them off to the highest bidder?
Probably a little bit of everything. Angry at Caltech, displeased with his own boss, and wanting to get his pockets a little bit heavier.
Do you still have Pyron's journals, Ashe?
Yes.
And
Did we
take out the 3 notebooks.
find anything on Caltech? Maybe he has more personal notes.
Did I
regarding Caltech.
find anything as I was perusing the books regarding any specific employees of Caltech?
Maybe unrelated,
Maybe not any.
but I think someone from Caltech died in the explosion. Maybe unrelated, maybe just a coincidence. Just
Well,
throwing it out there.
Well, you do know that his
in the explosion.
Min Liesel,
Whatever.
yeah, I wouldn't say anyone specifically from Caltech,
Okay.
but if you try to look for anything from the company in general, you would see that it's just hateful, spiteful writing against them about causing Min's death and covering it up that he really wasn't happy about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And reading through it, you can glean that he is more upset with them than he let on originally.
So
All right.
steals the schematics because it's a big, it's a pretty big deal for Caltech. Lose them a lot of money.
Well, not just that. If it's as powerful as it's being referred to, maybe he plans to use it as a weapon. Maybe he's actually
Perhaps.
trying to destroy Caltech in the most literal sense.
I suppose it could be. He didn't seem like an engineer to me unless he's, I don't know, hiring someone to make it for him.
That seems highly likely.
Maybe using the graves.
If a project went public, maybe the Graves would be interested in investing in something like that. But should something like that come to pass, the Graves would be on the hook for it. But I guess Pyron wouldn't care. because they'd be taking the fall for him instead.
Right.
The Casders aren't engineers by any means. If they wanted to do something like that,
I don't mean the casters.
if he,
I mean Pyron specifically.
yeah, if.
So, from here, we know where the schematics are now. But
Roughly.
I'm still confused as to how the Tuskbloods knew you had acquired them. Did someone sell you out? Sell your clan out?
Most likely. A lot of flighty individuals. And if they got caught by one of them, they would have ratted us out.
Well, I see some options. We, obviously, pointing to Ashe, have to take this information back to Canarion. This was our job. But I still think there's a way to salvage and maybe redeem your honor and the honor of your clan, at least in the eyes of Canarion, if perhaps you were to band together, take the schematics back in the Casder's name, or the name of Caltech. Could be something. Could perhaps forgive you and your clan for going behind the Casder's back.
Or at least certainly some sort of deal could be arranged. One way or another.
Could. That is, if the Casters don't take it out on me first for working against them, being a sort of second-hand employee.
I'll be sure to navigate around that. What I need, most of all, is some sort of solid evidence that links Pyron to this.
Evidence?
Parchments, manuscripts.
A letter.
Half of us out there can't read. That doesn't do any good.
Then what about a meeting? Can you meet with him? Construct some sort of lie. You have the schematics back and you're ready to make the deal. We could have your back.
Lying to him would only take things worse. Oh, lying to
Pyron.
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 Set up a meeting. You have the schematics. You're ready to make the deal.
That kind of conversation getting overheard. That's exactly what would be needed.
Could.
It'd be dangerous, though.
It would.
You would have our support.
He's in. Behind closed doors, he's a. Sort of aggressive man.
Yeah, that jives.
So. I can do my best. Probably get there tonight. He does most of his meetings in the twilight hours of the day.
Seems to be when the city comes alive.
Best distraction. But I can arrange that.
Where would you likely meet?
As long as... Docks are always a good place. A lot of abandoned buildings. We're far enough away from any prying eyes, any other vagabonds that may be looking out.
You could do that. And if all works out, we will be sure to inform Canarion of your cooperation and desire to make this right.
Thank you. He sits up, brushes himself off some crumbs that were left on his lap. So, tonight, 3 hours before midnight. So, East Shipyard. I'll try to see if I can get them there.
All right. We'll be there.
Well, that's all. Might as well get moving out.
Yeah.
He looks back up to Bane. I'm sure Mr. Casder would be very happy about this.
Questioning whether or not I need to give him this info now or after the fact.
Probably best to talk to him afterwards. Not bother him as much. Plus, it'd probably ping Pyron
Fair.
more.
Good point.
Then we keep it quiet. I don't know how exactly we're supposed to use this conversation, but we'll figure something out. All right.
Right. See that?
Yeah.
We'll see you.
As Bane leads you all back out. Thank you for not hurting him and agreeing to do this.
No motivation to cause a ruckus. Simply trying to get to the bottom of an investigation.
We try our best to operate as peacefully as is possible, despite certain other beliefs. Is there anything that you can think of that we could use to record this conversation?
I also do have a concern. Obviously, Falcon doesn't have the schematics. So what happens when Pyron realizes that? Surely he brings back up things have been tense recently.
Once Pyron realizes he doesn't have the plans, that's when we shut it down. We try and capture him, subdue him, bring him back to the casters, and have him answer for everything. And that's when we present the conversation that was had.
I think I can solve both problems. And you talk to some people.
Sure.
I have connections.
Well done.
It's my job. But I can sort this out for you.
Okay.
A way to capture the conversation and maybe some false schematics. just to buy his time.
Okay.
This could all be done by the stroke of midnight.
I can get things done fast.
Fantastic.
Then we'll be seeing you there at midnight.
See you there. He closes the door behind you as you walk out.
You know that one scene from Breaking Bad where they are just like hopping the fuck off in the trailer? That's what happens the moment when we leave that room.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And it was obvious, right? It's just we never had anything.
Exactly. We were dancing around it for so long.
But this is it.
Well, I wouldn't say it was such finality yet. We still have to get there.
Yeah.
But yes.
I have a strong feeling this is going to work. And if it doesn't immediately, we'll figure out how to make it work.
All right.
Let's get back to the others.
All right. Let's do it. Wait, mosey
Very
on.
easy to do so. Mosey on over to the inn. You see these two, whatever you're doing.
So they would have gotten back to the inn before us.
Yeah, they've been chilling.
You basically had to
So-
walk across town and then all the way back.
Right. So it's time for them to do whatever it is that they would be
Oh, yeah, 'cause
doing
they will-
before
yeah,
we
they
get
will
back.
see-
So this
they will
glyph-
see Thyra.
This glyph, this will show you what kind of animal you want. So you can have a bird, a lizard, a fish.
Probably want a bird.
All right, so then you draw it like this, and then you have to determine what plane you want it to come from, because it's not a real animal.
Of course. So what planes are there to choose from?
It's a good question.
The door
The
opens.
nine hells.
That is a good question.
The door opens as Milo and I enter.
Hi.
We've done it.
We got him.
You got them.
Yeah. Pyron did it.
Wow. The real shocker.
I know.
Oh,
Crazy.
yes.
But we have like evidence now.
We'll be
Oh,
able
or
to get it.
Okay. By doing what?
So there might be a fight, maybe, if things go wrong.
Okay, well, let's go get Thyra and tell her. She's probably in the room.
Oh, was she not down here?
No, she's probably in the room working on their map.
You know how she
Walking
likes to.
somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. You know how she likes to doom and gloom off in the corner. So,
Do you
She-
want to go get her?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. Walk up the stairs and knock on the door. But instead of going dun 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 dun, I go dun dun dun. Thyra.
Quiet. No response.
Thyra. Wake up. Oh, great. I try to open the door and I walk in.
You look around the room.
I walk back out. She's not here. She's not in the room.
Is there
She said she was coming
Any-
back here, right?
I think so. Did she? Is there anything up there at all? Any of her stuff, or
Is her stuff there? I'm assuming not.
Surprisingly, some of her stuff is still there.
Such.
It looks like her main, like she just took her axe and her 2 hand axes, but left most of her other stuff.
interesting?
I grab all of that. Like I grab the pack and I assume everything. Whatever she didn't bring, and I say,
Mhm.
and I bring it out and I do like the lift up, and I hold it up so that everyone can see it.
So
Where?
she went for a walk and took her weapons?
And not everything else.
She can't be
mean,
far then.
Yeah, exactly. This also doesn't seem off-brand for her to leave everything else but her weapons.
Not necessarily. I'm just trying to then think of where
The only off-plan
would've
thing is that she.
gone.
Maybe it's not off-plan. Never mind.
Oh. I kind of just put a hand on Valkyra's shoulder for a moment.
Okay, well, I don't think we have a reasonable enough way to locate her within the amount of time that we have. So we're just gonna have to do it without her. We'll
What do you
figure it
mean?
out after the fact.
What do you mean?
We've got maybe 3 hours. We can't scavenge the entire city within that time frame.
And you're hoping she just turns up.
Honestly, yeah.
Possible. She doesn't know too many people in the city, at least as far as I know. Perhaps she went to someone we know for some reason. Maybe she was following a lead of her own, perhaps?
She would have told me at the very least. She would have said something.
I suppose
Has she
that's true.
told you everything?
No,
Then
this. Not in this city. She wouldn't do it here.
Well, she hasn't been gone long. It's only been since the afternoon. She might come back tonight, tomorrow.
yeah. Then we can ask her when she gets back what the hell she was up to.
Yeah, I think we can rest easy for now. As Theo said, it hasn't been too long. And again, maybe she's following a thread.
Fine. Fine. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Well, we have a few hours. We could do some scouting of the Eastern Docks to prepare. If it would ease your mind, we can maybe check in with 1 or 2 people and see if Thyra's stopped by.
It's not a people's medicine.
That's true. But I think just preparing, setting up, getting a lay of the land.
The shipyard is the southernmost point of the city. As far as I understand, not a whole lot goes on down there this late at night, so it should be pretty clear. Building cover is going to be decent, but the docks are going to be sort of open season, so we got to be careful about that.
I'm going to. I'll be right back, okay? I just.
Yeah.
I'm going to take her stuff with me. I'm going to go into my own room.
Mhm.
I want to search it.
Okay.
dump it out style.
Make an investigation check.
I'm just dumping it out. There's something investigating. It's all on the floor. 18. Actually, 19.
19. You see, well, all of her javelins are still there. She just took her main axe and her
I'm
2
taking
hand
those.
axes.
Yoink.
4 javelins.
Yoink. I already have a bow, but I mean,
Her rations. She took her water skin. We have a rope. A torch. Her bedroll.
the important
And
things.
her cartography kit.
Oh.
Mhm.
And the letter that she found in the Soth.
She didn't take the cartography.
She left her cartography kit.
Oh, that's good.
Didn't take the cartography to it. I don't know what that was, but didn't take the cartography.
You gotta look at it?
I am going to look at the cartography bill.
Okay.
Who was that?
I see there's this little
Disembodied
guy.
voice?
No, it's
Is that
actually just
God?
what Valkyra hears like in her head. She just heard Thyra's voice.
You open up her cartography kit. There are a few maps rolled up. You see a map of Freya.
Mm-hmm.
Beautifully drawn. A map just of the city, Storsad. See all of the little ruins that you would traverse together. The remnants of the city. At least the above ground portion. You see the map of the Soth that she was working on. And then one more map of a region that you don't quite recognize.
A region I don't quite recognize.
It's more,
What does it say?
I'd say this one, it's, it would say, there are a few cities within it. You would see Stratfield, Seastead, Micashire, Girdholm, and Canisti. Lots of farmland. Very hilly. But it doesn't look like her work. It looks like it was drawn by somebody else.
Fuck. That's what Valkyra says in her Valkyra says that in her head.
Hey, Ethan.
Yes.
Can you roll an investigation check on the cartography kit?
On the cartography kit itself?
Yeah.
Like just okay. 12.
Ooh. You would see in the corner of that specific map the letter T and then a smudged other letter.
Smudged T. Appearance. Okay. Is there anything else in this? Anything else of value? Not of value, but of not
note.
of not of economic value, but of value to Valkyra.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. Other than the dress that she wore. Her accessories from the party.
Valkyra holds it up to herself. A little wide on the hips. For me, she says in her head. She laughs to herself about that, and then immediately drops the back to a. There's like a light sort of joke in her head, and then it goes away. She'll take it all together. She's taking the cartography kit. Everything else of.
Mhm.
She puts everything else in her room. But she's going to keep the cartography table and the javelins on her. I didn't think there was something
Okay.
else that I missed. At least I don't think so. There was the note of the soft, but I don't think that is actually much of value. I mean, I don't even remember. What was that note for again?
You found it in the box with the 2 wedding rings.
Yeah, so it's not related to anything. Did we read it?
You did not read it. It was in Elven, and Thyra
That's
couldn't
valid.
read it.
Okay, well, then it doesn't matter. Whatever. Putting everything else away. I'm taking the cartography table and the javelin. And then I walk back out.
Okay.
We decide anything?
Anybody doing anything?
What did we decide?
Just gonna check out the docks.
Okay.
Did you want to check up on anyone to see if
No,
they've
it's
seen
fine.
Thyra or no?
No, it's fine. There's just something. Well, A, she didn't take any of her things. More
That could be
importantly,
a
she
good sign.
more importantly, she didn't take her cartography kit.
No, those are all good signs. It shows she's coming back.
She wouldn't need to take her whole cartography kit for a walk in the city. I mean, and if it's as important to her, then she'll be back for it.
I guess you're right.
We can keep an eye out, but I don't think you have to worry.
Sure. Let's go to the docks.
Sure. While we're going, Ashe, are you able to just to, I suppose, ease our minds, send out your hawk just to see if they have any eyes on Thyra in the
Yeah.
immediate area?
Absolutely.
Same. Hawk appears.
So
I didn't know it spoke.
Neither did I.
what up, bitches and bimbos?
Yo, what?
It's 2006. Halo, it's been a great year.
Yeah. Let's calm down. So, as we walk to the east shipyard, I will have the hawk sort of patrol above us and kind of keep an eye.
All right, make a perception check for the hawk.
That'd be a 16.
No sign of anyone with that bright reddish pinkish hair.
I just kind of keep quiet.
You arrive to the docks. Not a long walk from the inn. Walking past Rambler's Inn. Once again. Still being rebuilt. But it's looking pretty good now. Brand new flooring. Brand new tables. But the evening air is crisp. It's fresh. Slight fishy smell as you reach the shipyard, but that just comes with fishermen. But the evening is prime for some scouting. And that's so we can take a quick break.
We're almost there.
Guys, it's
We're almost
happening.
there.
It's happening.
We're almost there.
Ah!
Holy shit!
Oh, God.
It's finally
We're all
happening.
rolling
God,
that one.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Every roll from now on is going to be a nat 1.
Shut
Yeah.
your mouth.
So, continuing. Night has fallen. As you all arrive to the eastern shipyard. It doesn't seem to be in use at the moment. Though there are 2 small fishing boats. Look like they're currently being repaired, but maybe stopped because it's late. But the area is free of anyone that you recognize for the moment. That might change in a few hours.
All right, should we take a look around, find some decent hiding spots, maybe?
Seems solid enough.
Vantage point somewhere.
I go ahead and beat my fist across my chest and cast Mage Armor.
I will.
I guess I'm looking for a place to hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a vantage point.
I'm looking for height.
Okay. Make perception checks. Both of you.
Yeah, I'm real good at that.
Yeah. I think we're all probably
17.
Okay. Perception checks from everybody if you're
Everybody.
just in the area. 17?
13.
Everybody.
And get-
CX.
I rolled that
17,
night.
19.
I rolled that night that nat
Nine.
18 on the messy
Nice.
die.
Oh wow. I got a 6, Milo got a 9. Nice.
Oh, nice.
How is the
Nice.
literal negative wisdom person getting the 17?
You're honed in right now.
You guys fucking suck.
Yeah.
I'm
Your senses are heightened. But you feel like you're more so looking for your sister than a vantage
Bruh.
point.
Mm.
But you do.
no, I'm not. I'm looking for a hiding spot. Fuck her.
Wow. It's been 3 hours. But you do find a good lookout on this sort of like industrial building across the street. A nice window near the top with a small balcony that you could scale up to if you wanted to.
Sure.
What is everybody else looking for specifically?
That.
I not
Yeah,
same
necessarily,
thing.
There's enough room. Come up here.
For me, not necessarily a lookout, a hiding spot close by that would allow me to quickly reach wherever I need to go to intervene.
Yeah, how far is this from the quote-unquote meeting spot? Which we don't know where it is.
Your vantage, they said the eastern shipyard, which
Well,
is
yeah, but
where
how
you're at
big is it?
currently. It's
So,
pretty
yeah,
big.
where
I mean,
is
it's
it?
already fitting. What do you mean on the
like
map?
where is? Where?
I don't think we were given an exact meeting spot.
Exactly,
It was just
so
the East Shipyard,
we
so we're
just
just
need
gonna
to
have to watch.
wing it. We just have to wing
Which is
it.
right
Yeah.
here.
Which is why
Okay.
Yeah.
we are up
So,
here.
so where is?
You do see. So in the shipyard currently, closest to the water, kind of brought up onto the land, are these two small boats. Farther back towards the end of the shipyard are some crates that look like they've been holding large materials for repairs or something, which provide a good enough cover where you can assume someone would want to meet if they were meeting here.
Hmm. I'm a bit nervous, kind of speaking to Valkyra.
Nervous about
Hi.
what?
I don't know. Pyron is going to be a bit on edge. I mean, surely he knows that some of his personal effects have been stolen, especially after we rattled him a bit just the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is going to be easy.
Well, I think we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Yeah.
If had worse things, I mean, are we hoping for a fight? What is the end goal here?
Well,
At the end of, is it going to be a fight no matter what?
I don't think so. According to Bane, he's going to acquire a way to record the conversation between Falcon and Pyron, as well as procure some fake schematics to give to him.
We don't know exactly what he'll say.
No, we don't, and I have a...
I would just be
If-
ready. I would be preparing for a fight, so we're ready for it. And if it doesn't happen and we get what we want, all the better.
I'm just worried of something happening to Falcon. It's clear that Pyron has a deep hatred towards Caltech, and these schematics were his way of getting back at them. Falcon and his clan kind of fumbled the job. Surely Pyron's angry. And who would he take that anger out on? The people who fumbled the job.
They don't matter. They don't. These are the bottom of the barrel types of people. Just do what we need to do. You think if you were to switch positions right now with Falcon, you think he'd be thinking about worrying about you being hurt?
No. But I would hope that he would.
He wouldn't. But I'm starting to think that there is no one in this city who would. Oh, besides us. But there's no one else in this city that matters. So we're going to do this. We're going to find wherever Theo went. And I'm going to kill anyone who gets in my way.
Oh. I'll be sure to step aside.
No, you're coming with me.
Of course.
I would do it if it was your mom. Well,
If it was what? Sorry?
your mom.
My mother.
Well, you know.
Right.
All I'm saying is that I would help you. I would help. We're already trying to do everything we can to help Ashe. I can only imagine that Theo has something to deal with. and we'll figure it out. First things first. Let's deal with this fucker.
Let's do it. And I think in the moment, Milo is trying to take in if Valkyra is masking right now and putting on a front. But whether she is or not, I think, at least in the moment, admires her sense of optimistic determination, if you will, whether it be a facade or not. And then just continues looking out over the docks.
Valkyra, so how far is this from the dock, where we are?
You're sort of on the backside.
So range-wise, like give me a range, like a D&D range.
D&D range from the docks
This is
themselves.
what matters.
I would say about 100.
That's way
150
too
feet?
fucking far.
From all the way back here across the entire shipyard. This is a pretty big shipyard to the water. Yeah. About 100 feet.
How far can that gun shoot?
Let me tell you. Roughly. Oh, wow. Effectively, I don't know, in the ballpark of like 60 feet. Beyond that, it gets a bit hairy. But still potentially doable.
Okay. Well, Valkyra takes out, takes the bow that, I don't know, she's always had a bow strapped around, like on her. I don't know if this is translated because I haven't really talked about it very much because I've never had to use it. But this bow wrapped with these blue wrappings. It's like this blue wrapped. So just imagine take like a normal bow and there's like blue wrappings on either end of it. It's this very nice carved wood. She takes that bow out. And she sits.
Do you have any rope?
Yeah.
Decent amount of rope. Maybe we can figure out a way to tie one end up here and throw the other through the window in case we need to get down quickly.
I can fly.
Oh.
And carry you.
That's right.
Yeah.
We could just soar to the rescue.
Of course.
This is going to go great.
Yes, it is. Cut to the
Everyone
wizards.
else. Oh. Yeah, you two are looking for... Ashe, you're looking for a hiding spot close by. So, you could probably tuck yourself, at least with your perception check, the closest one you would see is underneath one of the boats in this kind of crevice that people use to stand under the boat and work on the underside of it.
Gotcha.
So, it's a little bit of water at the bottom, but nothing to completely soak you.
Cool.
I'm mostly looking for cover in case a fight does break out.
Okay. There are the crates near the back, but if you want to keep distance...
The crate.
Hmm?
I'll hide behind the crates.
Okay, you can find one a little bit farther back, maybe towards one of the buildings on the side, just to keep cover, but also have sort of an eye line on everybody. But both of you can see, looking closely, Milo and Valkyra on the balcony across the street. You're not just sitting and waiting for them?
Yeah.
Alright. Everyone roll a stealth check.
Oh,
With the
boy.
I'm gonna do the real cool Star Wars spy thing. And I hold the amulet up, and it goes deep, like a two blinks up, so everyone can see where it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I'm doing with my natural 1.
23.
Oh.
Are you
17.
kidding me? You've let out the mat like a.
What was
11.
that? 11? Okay.
You roll low?
I started blasting.
The only one below a 10
Is Milo.
is
I
Milo.
rolled a 23. Though.
You did roll a 23.
23 minus 1 is still
Hmm.
22. That's all I'm saying. Like, do the math.
So if a natural 1 counts as 2 failures, and rolling above a 10 counts as 1 success, it's 3 successes to 2 failures.
Mm-hmm. Above average, which is good.
We're gonna die.
Okay. I'll keep that in note. I'll keep that in mind.
Valkyra and
I
Milo
I
being
bungered it.
very
I
very
bungered it.
optimistic, and that it's just
But as you wait, you do see one figure. I'd say Theo, with your higher perception. You do see a figure kind of round the back of the shipyard. You see Bane carrying some things in his hand. If any of you wish to break cover to go speak with them.
I'm already out there, so it would make the most sense for me to go ahead and do that.
See him look around and notice you and walk over quickly. Sorry, were you trying to hide?
Yeah, but it's alright. What's up?
Okay, well, if Falcon's here, he's keeping cover over there,
Gotcha.
but this is for you. And he hands you a coin. It's a silver coin. On one face, it is the image of a mouth, and on the other is the image of an ear.
Mhm.
If you flick this onto the ground, ear side up, it'll record the conversation for a minute. So use it wisely. And when we're done, we can bring it back to Canirion and replay it for.
Okay. Stay on standby.
I am gonna
Will do.
cast Encode Thoughts.
Okay.
wait, huh?
I was thinking about that for a while. Oh, yeah.
So what is... Well, a memory, an idea, or a message from your mind is transformed to a tangible string.
So essentially what I think it does is it will record my memory of this conversation.
So
Okay.
you use it after the fact to essentially pull your memory of the conversation. It can only be read via methods such as detect thoughts. Otherwise, it is just a
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
A ribbon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna work. That's gonna work.
Hold back on casting it.
That's hot.
Yeah, that's sick.
You prepare it.
Okay. You're preparing code thoughts. Interesting. All right.
I get back into my hidey hole.
Okay.
Do I need
You can keep
Okay,
the same
got it.
roll if you wish.
just to see? It would have been the same.
All right, nice. You sit and wait as Bane disappears again. And you see walking out in this place, Falcon. Kind of goes and lingers towards the center of those crates. Just waits. And all of you wait as well. 15 minutes. 20 minutes. About 25 minutes later, you see another figure around the corner, walking through the gate. You see Hiron, alone, seemingly, unless you wish to actively look for other individuals.
I'll look around.
Alright,
Don't we still
go
have
for
the
it.
hawk?
You do have the hawk available
Okay.
to you to keep a bird's eye view.
I think I would
12.
probably do that then.
12? Okay.
Just every now and again, intermittently, kind of tab in and see what's going on.
Also, you know what? For my perch, I'll do it.
18.
18. One more from Valkyra.
12.
Okay, 12, 12, 18. Looking around, at least those of you on the ground, no one else. The hawk, though, does see two different individuals arrive at the same time, kind of just casually strolling, almost routinely, to the sides, on the other sides of the building, almost waiting if something bad happens. You don't recognize them, they're hooded. Not much of a
It's
view
even
on their
more.
the canopies from here.
Theo, I know where she is. So I will quickly cast a message.
Pyron's not alone. He brought 2 more. At least.
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Hoodie comes in and almost trying to look inconspicuous. Just quietly glancing around. Doesn't seem to clock any of you as he walks in. Falcon. What brings you back up to me? After your fuck up?
Do I do it now? Do I do it?
I'm just trying to amend things.
I flip
I
the
have-
coin.
He kind of holds up.
After he says
Okay.
amend things, I flip the coin to listen to the conversation from this point on.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
boy.
oh,
boy.
Are you
Should've given it to
making me
me.
rig
Oh.
the
Should have
throw?
given it to me. Fuck.
Wow.
You're
Wow.
so
wow.
sneaky.
Watch, if it
You're
rolls on the
so
other
sneaky.
side, we're gonna summon like a Tarrasque or
Your
something.
sleight is so handy.
That would be a dirty 20.
Okay. Okay.
Bring this.
You flip it with a very, very, almost like a pin drop tink on the ground. It slides and lands ear up. About 15 feet from them, just behind one of the crates. You see, Falcon holds up a rolled piece of parchment. I've what you came here for. Hands it over. Pyron quickly takes it, looks suspiciously towards Falcon as he opens it up. How'd you manage to do this? It took some work, but managed to wrangle it back out from them. Snuck in while they were asleep.
I will message Falcon
Okay.
and say,
You need to get him to say something about the blueprints. Explicitly.
Really quickly, how far are they from all of us in terms of range?
From Ashe, 25 feet. Theo, 30 feet. And from you and Milo, 50 feet.
They're an earshot, though? Like, we can hear that? Can I hear that?
They're not talking loudly. You need to make a perception check to actively listen in.
15.
It's very, very faint. You can
15
pick up a few words here and there. They're talking quietly, far away.
I want to get closer.
I was looking for I wanted to be in earshot.
Okay, you can hear them a little bit better. You're a bit closer. You can also make a perception check to see how much you pick up.
Nothing.
Is there a
Neat.
way that I can get closer, or is it like
You have to scale back down the side of the building to do so. There are some stairways, but you don't know how visible you are to them.
5.
I'll know something is wrong when it gets loud, and I'll pull one arrow out, knock it, draw it, and aim at his leg.
Okay.
And I will make a roll to see how long I can hold it if I really need to. Because I will hold that arrow.
It's a make it with your con modifier if you're doing so.
Dirty 20.
There you go. You can hold it for... You feel really comfortable. You can hold it for a long time.
Yep. And I'm holding it. There you go.
Okay. Where did it leave off?
It was something Ashe told him to say something explicit about the blueprints.
get Pyron to say something explicit about the
Yes.
blueprints. He had just said he snuck in while they were asleep to retrieve the blueprints.
Such a bad
And that's when I
lie.
chimed in.
Such a bad lie.
And they didn't pose that much of a fight to you. Seemed they wanted these pretty badly.
I'll message him again.
They caught you off. You caught them off guard. If you're not prepared for something, anything can happen.
Caught them off guard. Were you not prepared? Shit happens. Just like how you fucked this up the first time. Thank you for bringing these back to me. Maybe I can take you off my radar. I was on your radar. Oh, yes? I needed these plans pretty badly. But I don't believe you deserve as much payment now, considering it took much longer than I bargained for. No payment is needed. Thank you. Will you be needing my service any longer? No. That should be all. And you won't send anyone after me? I'll tell him to stand down. He helped us out here today. You have time to leave the city if you wish. But do not come back. Understood. Thank you, sir. You are very welcome. As Kyron rolls up paper, tucks it into his vest. Good evening. And begins walking off again.
I'm going to tab into the Hawk and see what the other two patrolling are doing. Are they moving in? Are they staying put? Moving out? Like, what is their demeanor?
One of them kind of comes back to that main street, looks down, notices Pyron beginning to leave, puts his hand up to his mouth, and you see the other one kind of turn on a dime and begin walking back northward across the docks, back towards where they came. Just kind of flanking on the other side. Falcon is just left sitting on one of the crates in the center.
As soon as we have the all clear, I will go ahead and pop up.
We got him.
You sure you got everything you need?
More than enough. Thank you.
Of course. So I don't know if he's going to keep his word on keeping me out of it, but I think I have enough time to get out of here before he catches me.
I'd get moving. We will as well.
Thank you. And he begins making his way out, just not after checking the area to see if Pyron or his henchmen were still around. You see Bane kind of emerge again as Falcon leaves. Pulls him aside for a second. Speaks to him out of earshot. Before Falcon continues and Bane walks back towards you all. Got what you need?
Oh yeah.
Now, do you want to wait or do you want to
I think
stop in
we
now?
move on it. No need to wait. It's dangerous if we wait.
Fair enough. I'll come with you. Just to make sure everything's on the up and up.
I want to do a quick insight check on Bane.
Okay, what are you looking for?
I'm looking to see. It's weirdly specific. I'm looking for this sort of excitement, this anticipation of something that doesn't necessarily line up with what we're trying to do here.
Okay. Make an insight check.
Natural 20. For a total of 21.
Okay. Okay. You see, there is this anticipation. Like, he had suspected this from the beginning and was finally getting the release of knowing that he was right. And finally having a way to end it all and bring order back into the hierarchy here.
Okay. I'll go ahead and shoot a message to everybody else in sequence. And just say,
Okay.
We got it. Heading to Casder's now. Stay staggered. Keep your eyes peeled.
and Bane and I will start heading back to the Casder estate.
Is everyone else following?
Well, look at that. You were right. Without a
Yes.
hitch.
Valkyra stands, turns, and just fires the arrow into the fucking wall.
Sick.
Doing.
Fucker. He's walking off, and now he's just gonna. Fine. We wouldn't need evidence if he was fucking crying at his feet, confessing.
That's well, so true. Is that what you would have preferred?
Honestly, yes. As the amulet flashes red. Let's just go.
All right.
You begin staggered, trailing each other at a distance. All the way back to city center and up towards the Casder's estate. No lights are on, as it is the middle of the night. You do pass by a few guards with curious eyes as to what you're doing. They seem to just...
Did you see a
Hawk, you're
red-haired
standing.
woman? Dark hair, red, tall, angry, brooding, big axe on her back. Of course you
No.
didn't. Thank you.
I'll
Of course.
wave one of the guards over.
Hello.
Get Byron Liesel's estate locked down. Make sure no one gets in or out. We're likely going to have him called up into the Casder estate. This is official business.
On whose behalf?
Canarians.
Make a persuasion check.
Don't you have the
What?
seal?
Why do I try and do shit? Do I have a seal? What do you mean a seal?
Didn't we have the thing that, like...
I mean,
The
yeah, I have
note
that
with the-
note
Yeah.
that I could give to them if that helps. Like I'll show them
Like,
the
bitch,
note
this
with
is literally
like,
our
the
job.
Sure.
inquiry.
Sure. With advantage.
Love of God.
No fucking joke. Another natural 20.
Fuck this place.
Seriously.
You guys need to stop. Throw all of your dice away, buy new ones. Those are
All right,
weighted.
I'm gonna use the emergency pouch. We're done.
Quickly before they can become stale.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's how dice work.
Okay. I'll check on him in the morning.
This is happening now.
I'll check with Canerion in the morning.
Gotcha.
And she just keeps an eye on you as she turns head towards another guard and whispers something to him before they both disappear.
Do.
Takes a long time for someone to answer the door. But eventually, creaking it open, the large stature of Cairo. What is it?
We need to speak with Canarion immediately.
Kind of just looks at you, up and down. Closes the door. Takes about 15 minutes before. He nods you in and opens the door all the way. Standing in a robe, kind of rubbing his eyes, is Canarion in the lounge, just hand on the chair, looking towards you all. I assume it's important if you come in here this late.
Sincerest apologies. But
And I take out the coin. And mouth facing up, I just put it on the table.
you're gonna want to hear this.
Just looks down at it quizzically before noise begins emanating from it. The conversation replying. Almost in crystal clear quality, you could hear the sound of the docks in the background. He listens and waits, almost expecting something better than this, until he hears the plans. Leans back. That tired expression turns to an underlying anger.
I told the guards before we came in to lock down his estate. Make sure nobody went in or out.
Good call.
And
You have free reign now.
as just a person, not someone invested in this job or investigation, I understand that Pyron isn't the best of people. I just ask that you do bear in mind that he did lose someone close to him because of Caltech. Just keep that in mind.
Someone to Caltech. Not to me. He hurt me. He betrayed my trust. His personal matters interfered with our job.
I can respect that.
He passes a lot. And Falcon willingly gave up this information to you.
He even told us who has the plans now. We have a name, people to look for.
Who?
A clan by the name of the Tusk Bloods, based in the Highlands.
Good to know.
Falcon was exceptionally cooperative and seeks to right this wrong with the Casder estate.
Honorable. Pyron. Thank you. All of you. Finally putting an end to this. I will deal with him accordingly.
I would move quick. Because
Don't
he
worry.
thinks he has something. Don't want him to learn too quick, you know. Oh,
I have.
And I'll take the notebooks out and just put them on the table.
I think those belong to you now as well.
Wait, there's the secret thing in there. About the. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and be clear on something once again. The things that are in these books, they're curated to try and destroy people. Some of these people are your friends, your family. Byron wanted this information to destroy them. Don't let that same frustration take you over as well.
Kind of straightens up. Understood.
Also, on a bright side, this means that the Graves had no involvement.
It'd be easier if it was them.
I can
Things can never be easy, though.
As it seems. Well, you all did excellent work. Here, give me one moment, as he walks off again. And returns with a small pouch.
Is his bodyguard lingering, watching us?
The Goliath?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He just watches over you all as Canarion is fetching what you assume is your reward. If you like to do anything in the meantime.
Is it pretty easy to clock a similarity in tattoos of this Goliath and Valkyra?
Currently, no tattoos are showing. He's wearing long sleeves.
Valkyra only has the eye
So,
one.
yeah.
That you know
Yours is very obvious.
That's true.
Wink.
But he just stands and stares.
Oh. Just for pure meta, like narrative sense for the audience, is he looking at Valkyra at all? Just for my own cinematic like picture?
He is.
Or
Do I catch that?
Make a perception check. Or an insight check. They're the same modifier.
Yep. Make a perception check?
Mhm.
14.
As he keeps an eye on all of you, he tends to linger on you a
I
little
grill
bit
him.
longer. Just points his face up. Looks off towards Canarion as he enters again. I believe you all learned a little bit extra for retrieving as much information as you did. And the lengths you went through. So. Here, Izzy. Slides over 2,500 gold's worth of platinum.
oh, okay.
Oh baby. Oh baby.
All in
Fuck yeah,
platinum
we only have to
pieces.
split them between 4 people.
That we know of.
Oh yeah, you know, technically,
We
one,
know
if
we
we
don't.
if
we
we
actually don't. Wait, we don't
if we
know that yet.
find Thyra, we might have to do it with 5.5 because, or actually, it would be more like 4.5 because she's literally chopped in half and dead.
Wow.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Thank you.
I believe our business is concluded. If you all need anything else from me, don't hesitate to visit.
Well, it's funny you mention that. I'm normally not one to take the self-advocating beggar route of things. But I'm sure you already know who I am and what's happening to me in 1 week.
Mhm.
And anybody who would be willing to at least send a good word my way would be appreciated.
I can make my rounds.
That'll be it then.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yours as well.
Thank you.
If everyone
Is
else
there-
walks out,
Free to leave.
Valkyra stays,
Mm-hmm.
not moving, just staring at me.
Okay. Did you need anything else?
Do you happen to know where Thyra is?
I can't say that I do.
Haven't seen her.
Apologies.
Haven't seen them come and talk to you at all.
No. I hadn't been here since the last time you were all here together.
Well, she might be missing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Is there any visible reaction from the Goliath as I say that?
Nope.
Of
Not a
course there isn't. Why
twitch.
would there be? Because
Still stone-faced, arms crossed. Watching you. If you need me to send eyes out, I can. As a thank you.
is that the Goliath? Or who the fuck?
No.
Wait, what
Canary.
did he say? No, who did he just say? He said who? I can send out blank. Who is that?
Eyes. Eyes.
I can.
Eyes. I
Yeah,
thought he
I
said.
can send
I thought he
eyes
said-
out.
I was like, what the fuck?
You can send eyes out.
To be beneficial, I guess.
I'll keep you in the loop if I hear about her. Of course. I wouldn't wish loss upon anyone.
Just, yeah. She'll turn and just walk out.
Alright. Out of the corner of your eye, as you leave, you see Kindergarten go to pick up one of the books. Just sits in his chair by the firelight and begins
Oh, dude,
flipping
he's
through
gonna
it.
have a great night. It's gonna be
Yeah.
one hell of a night, honestly. He's gonna go, ooh, damn, nice. Ooh, oh, really? God damn.
I mean, there's probably some stuff in there on the graves.
There probably is.
So
We just
But-
gave a powerful crime lord syndicate family leader ammunition for literally every
Yeah.
single person that matters in this entire city.
But
The
notably, what would be missing is any record of Adeline or Junie.
City's gonna go into anarchy. Let the crime lords reign.
But you all are stepping back out of the state once more. Onto the rooftop.
There's a dog.
We've gone onto the rooftop, or what's on the
It's a
rooftop? What
dog.
did you just say?
You're stepping back out of the estate onto the
Oh.
rooftop. The rest of the night is yours.
I want to go back.
Yeah. I'm beat.
Maybe Thyra is there.
It's true.
He didn't-
Oh,
He doesn't know where. Even he didn't know where she was.
to be fair, he could have just been holed up in his house all night.
I don't know. There's just something weird about this. Thyra left a lot. A lot. But never vanished. Without a word.
Well, maybe she's back. We can go to the inn.
Maybe. If she's not back in the morning, that's when there's warning flares.
Sure. But surely she has no reason to leave. Like she doesn't.
She never
Doesn't
had
know
any.
anyone here.
She never had the reason to leave before. Let's just go.
I follow.
In silence, you walk back, unless anything else needed to be done.
Bedtime.
Bedtime.
Nappy time.
Bedtime. You all take your respective places in your rooms. Valkyra, a little bit less restful. Any final things before the night closes? All right. At a very late bedtime, you all lay to rest.
Two days and 2 sessions? Unheard of. Holy fuck.
I know, right?
We are cruising.
Wow. Crazy.
Speedrunning.
Speedrunning Janara.
Truly
Speedrunning
speedrunning.
Janara is literally real-time D&D.
You all. Well, Ashe wake up first at about 4 a.m. after your 4-hour meditation. Anything you wish to do before the rest wake in these early morning hours?
Knowing my sister, would she be awake? Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my sending stone.
Mhm.
Yo,
Beep. 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 Doodly.
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe whose good side I just got on.
What did you do?
Okay, first of all, nothing bad. We're just rooting out crime and corruption. Okay?
Of course.
We helped out Canary and Casder with something pretty big.
You feel her eyebrows raise.
A sisterly, brotherly connection.
Huh. What did you do?
Oh, there was this incident. Something went missing from Caltech, and we needed to figure out who was responsible. And we did.
Good on you.
Yeah, pretty sweet. So,
Is he gonna put in a good word
he
for
said he would make his rounds. So that's a pretty powerful influence at our back now.
you? It is. Good job.
Breaking character real quick. I sincerely apologize for the chewing noises you're going to be hearing over the next 5-10 minutes or so.
Hello, dog.
Just having a fucking blast right now with this bottle he found.
That's
Anyways,
valid.
Yeah.
How's Kay doing? And his people?
He's okay. Lying low for a little
Yeah.
bit. Not causing any trouble.
Good.
Though. Probably could have helped you out if there was crime and corruption.
Yeah, well, things were complicated. Besides, I'd
Understandably.
drug you out here like, 3 times or something?
Doesn't matter.
Got some good people. It's weird. I don't know. It's not like back at home, but feels like it could be.
That's bold.
Well, we're saying within the next few years or so. Let's be clear about that. I've known these people for maybe a week. But
You think they're gonna stick around for the next few years?
maybe not. Certainly not one of them seems to have already dipped out. On her sister, too, no less. Yeah,
Really?
not sure what's up. Gonna try and see if we can look into it, but I doubt we're gonna find anything.
If you need me to look into stuff, I got a few spells I can use.
Yeah, you remember Thyra. She's the darker red-haired one.
Yeah.
No tattoo on the face.
I know her.
She's just gone missing. Figured that she would probably come back sometime last night, but she never did. Kept taking a look around the city with my familiar, trying to see if I can find her. Asked Casder. The two of them, met each other first before any of the rest of us did, and he had no idea either, but said he would keep eyes. But I just have this feeling that he's not going to find anything in Thyra.
You give me permission to pull some tricks on her.
I'll have to ask, but I'm sure the answer will be yes.
Okay. And get this prepared.
Okay, good. In the meantime, we've got 2,500 gold to spend, so we're gonna go live the life of luxury.
Wow. Gotta live it up.
All right, I'm gonna head out. Oh,
Be safe.
yeah, I'll let you know.
See ya.
Laters.
Clink.
Brr, brr, brr.
Burr, burr.
The number you are trying to call is no longer available.
God damn it, she changed it again. She's always so paranoid.
1-800-696-9420.
No, that's
Damn
the phone
straight.
number for the Fawns. That's
Oh,
not.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's the Fonz's number. Absolutely.
Anyways. That's it. That's all I would do.
The rest of you are able to wake. A later sleep than usual, since you went to bed so late. Milo would sleep in until
No,
1
I
o'clock if you
wake. I
could.
wake up early because Milo is secondhand anxious for Valkyra.
Yay.
Oh,
I have friends with
friendship.
anxiety. This is a great thing to be giving other people.
Mhm, mhm.
I come out.
So yeah, Milo would be like awake in his bed, waiting to hear Valkyra's door open, and then go out with her.
Well, she's clearly not here. Valkyra's like already has her all of her shit on. As if she's about to walk out the door.
Well, we can put up posters.
I
Looking for her.
Missing.
actually
Actual redhead. Brooding.
Reward if found.
Be careful, might bite.
Don't chase, we'll run.
We'll
Beware.
run at you.
I'll turn to Kira and also Theo in this instance.
I don't know if that's actually necessary. Redelia can find her.
Can find her?
Well, loosely, but we can
Do
get a
it.
general idea. Okay. Just wanted to get your okay on it because there's non-consensual spellcasting involved with this.
She
so-
could probably be dead by now if you didn't. You could have just gone right away. I get it. Okay, and it's nice of you. Thank you.
And I think wherever she is, she can.
Bring, 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 bring.
Are you hitting up?
Bring, bring.
Okay. Oh, what's up?
Got the okay. So, work your magic.
All right.
Oh, magic.
Give me an hour. I'll cast every spell under the sun.
Sweet.
See you in
Sure
a bit.
thing. What
So
hour?
what exactly is she doing?
Well, if I had to guess, we're going to get a scry. Probably some kind of either locate object or locate person, if at least to some amplified degree.
So
Try
we're
and
going
see
to
if
know
we can get a more
exactly where
exact
she
location.
is.
If everything goes well, but we'll at least have a pretty general idea.
I almost don't want to know the answer.
Do you want me to tell you when I find out?
Yes.
Okay. Do we want to wait here, or
We could.
What's the breakup of the money? Really quickly, I'm just sorry. This is
Well, it would have been way the fuck easier if there were more of us.
Oh,
but-
fuck her. She
500
doesn't
each.
matter.
Uh-huh.
If we
You can still,
include.
you can still
No,
save
fuck
her
her.
some.
So
London
it's
traveling. with
2,500 gold split 4 ways.
625.
Yeah, we all get 625, which means we split a platinum piece in half, 2 platinum pieces in half, and do it that way.
We'll just round it up.
Yeah, it's fine. We get change at the bar, and everybody gets 625
Okay.
gold.
Sheesh.
Neat. Sheesh.
I'm so close to that sword. Fuck.
Almost in
I have
grasp.
690 gold.
Why am I so rich? Oh right,
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
I have a
why
lot of
I'm
gold, too.
fucking rolling in dough. I completely forgot about this. I'm
Oh, yeah,
rolling
you
in
have the
dough.
money
Yeah,
you
I'm
stole
absolutely. I am
from
balling
Pyron.
right now. So I have. Wait a minute. Let's do the math here. I have easily over 1,000 gold without.
Oh
the
yeah,
gold.
because we didn't distribute that money
No,
out.
I
yet.
just yoinked it.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I don't even know about it.
What
except
was
for
the other
you.
job that we got?
Well, I
paid
know
for? Oh,
about
Fine.
the drugs. We got the drugs back. Yeah.
The cart.
Our
Yeah.
drug
Plus, what was
run.
it?
You got the money from the oozes, the cart, and now
1,500
Valerian.
gold.
Sheesh. Okay.
Damn.
Fucking rolling in
Gotta go
fat
shopping.
stacks.
Would you like to donate some money to the Get Ashe New Sword Fund?
No, I'm donating it to the Get Valkyra a New Sword fund.
You do have 3 swords.
None of them are plus anything.
That's true. To get one
There
enchanted.
is a Javelin of Lightning calling your name, though.
No, you
There
know what I
is
fucking
Javelin
want?
of lightning.
I want the sword.
No, I was looking at
The
the
sword.
sword.
No,
That
no.
was-
The sword.
The sword of 1,000 truths.
The sword. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The sword.
But in
Yeah,
the meantime,
Wait, honey, let me see.
javelin.
No. No, but honey, like the sword. The sword.
Man,
You
this
have
is so
that sword.
wildly specific.
I specifically threw it
Never mind,
away
you don't have that
so I
sword.
could earn that sword as a +3, which I probably can't afford just yet.
Okay. Okay.
As the sword.
As you all discuss this over breakfast,
Skip an hour.
before you can hear back from Adelia,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
a figure, nicely dressed, looking like a almost like a courier, walks in. Has a letter for Theo
Oh.
and for
Oh.
Ashe.
Oh, it's a magic courier. Great.
Fan mail.
A Skyrim
Theo.
courier.
I don't have fans.
You get a reply from your father.
Oh.
I wish.
My little Linda.
Aw.
Oh.
Linda?
These are wonderful.
Yeah, her full name's like Theolinda or something.
Where did you find these? They're in quite good condition,
Human
I will
hearts.
say.
Yeah, if you close your eyes, it just
Stop!
sounds like if you close your eyes and just don't listen, it just sounds like they're talking about human body parts. They're in great condition. Where'd you find these?
Wow, perfectly
Wow,
iced.
perfect. Everything. Yeah, that's valid.
Look what you did.
Oh man. You do have to admit, you walked right into that one though. You really did.
The DM held her hand and walked her through it.
Jesus, you really did just walk yourself into it. It's not our fault that
Yeah,
not
you can
only
blame Anneka for that one.
yeah, not only is it our fault that it just matches, but why have so many things lined up to make this theory true?
The
It doesn't make
only
any
person who is making this true is you. You're
It's
the
you.
only
What about
one.
Nico? Why are you throwing it at me?
You're the
also
most
Nico.
vocal advocate, but also
Nico's been
Nico,
the
what
no.
the fuck?
Nico's the first one to do it from now on. I haven't been doing it, though I've definitely been thinking.
Continuing
Yes.
the letter,
That needs to be a short.
we'll have to visit Mithera to look through the runes too. Are you coming with us this summer? We have a large group this year. We're hoping to get farther north than we have before. We miss you very much. Come visit soon. And please send us more goodies like this. Dr.
The
Dacian.
doctor too? Oh no.
Signs doctor to his daughter. That's cringe.
That's something only like an evil vampire does.
It's just, no, it says Dr. Dad Dacian.
That's
Yeah.
Doctor Dad to you.
Because there are 2 of them.
Oh, true.
But Ashe, your letter, opening it up. Mr. Kinsliff, We have important things to discuss. Please meet us at the Judicial Hall this
Oh,
evening.
jury duty.
Signed, Mrs. Vallon, District Attorney.
Oh.
Oh God, the DA.
Do I
fucking
recognize that
DA.
name?
Not the DA.
God damn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Attorney General.
Not the AG.
My bad.
Fuck, even worse.
Oh.
Do I recognize that name from the trial, or is this a new name?
This is a new person. It is Myriad Vallon, the Attorney General of Mithera, who runs the courts and oversees all federal hearings.
Well, shit. I guess I have to go take care of some adult business.
Dumb.
Fun.
Looks like we can't ever catch a break.
Oh, I mean, we'll probably be able to catch one soonish. Maybe. Still got a week.
Finally, as you finish, get the ping in your hand from the stone.
Yellow.
I found her. Took a bit of resources and a bit of energy, but she's north. With a group, large figures. It's like leading the bunch was a Goliath and a tiefling.
Oh.
Large Goliath fellow and purple grayish tiefling woman. Short curly hair. She doesn't look happy.
The tiefling or Thyra?
North as in up the river north. In the valley.
Yeah. General
Why the
direction,
hell
yeah.
are they walking?
Well, they weren't walking. I heard water. It might be by boat.
Sushi. Okay. Seems
Do you want me to send her a message?
No. Don't want to compromise anything. Thank you.
Of course. Let me know if you
You
need
got it.
anything.
We found her.
Where?
On a boat up north.
How far?
Far enough that it's impractical to follow. Won't be able to
You know-
catch them.
You know,
She's
you're
not-
just so much like you sometimes.
Honest. She's not going willingly. She doesn't look happy to be there.
He's never happy.
Yeah, but this is different.
Who is she with? Is she just by herself?
No. Other people. Tiefling woman. Purplish gray skin, curly hair. Large Goliath. Two of them are kind of leading the way.
Jeez. Was she... Wait, you're trying to tell me that she didn't go willingly, but she's also not a hostage? She's not being held?
No. But she doesn't want to be there.
She just left without saying a word.
Maybe she didn't have a choice.
Who would want her, though? In this sort of abduction manner? Who does she know here?
Goliaths.
Everybody's got secrets.
I mean, there's not many Goliaths in the city. I mean, there's only the one.
That's probably why the city is still standing.
If she's as important to some people, it would not surprise me in the slightest if somebody came down from the highlands trying to find her.
Goliaths don't come down from the highland. They come down from Freya.
Same relative direction.
A lot more effort.
Then she's got to be somebody who's really, really important.
Yeah, well, we'll see who's more. Sure, we'll stand up. Wish me luck.
Oh, hold on.
If you want to come with me, you can.
How exactly do you plan to find them?
By walking. By running.
Upstream.
By climbing. By swimming. If that was Vidalia, what would you do?
Well, first, the Grand University would mobilize their resources.
I don't
Second.
care about what the Grand University. What would you do?
I would think before acting.
That's what I'm doing.
You can't catch them. Not right now.
I can try.
See, you're not thinking. They're easily over a day ahead.
That's fine.
Can't keep tracking them.
Then I'll
Can't
go all the
track
way.
up a river.
Then I'll go all the way home.
Assuming that's where they're going. We don't know their goals. We don't know their motives.
So you just want me to stand here and do nothing?
I'm not asking you to stand around. I'm
That
asking you to
is
think.
what you're doing. Then what do you do?
Find out more
By doing what?
by doing what we just did for the casters. Get information, talk to people.
Oh yes, because Thyra was very known to talk to other people.
I'm not talking about people who talk to Thyra.
No, I think that's a clue, though. If she's not known to talk to someone, someone very important would have had to reach out to her to talk to her. That has to be something. What would entice her? What would get her to come out?
Me.
All right, you. And what did you say, Theo? Sorry.
And I know you haven't really talked to her in the past couple of years, but do you know anyone she would have known, talked to?
In the city?
Not in
Anywhere.
the city.
Any? I don't even know where my parents are, so no. Just the
Alright.
only bit of blood that I know is still alive.
So we could start with you. then, your biggest clue. If something were to happen to you, she's made it very clear that she's willing to risk herself for it.
Selfishly so.
So somebody may have threatened your life.
The only person who would look at me and immediately despise me is a Goliath.
And lo and behold,
He had those tattoos. So what, I just go barging in there?
It's a bit tricky since it is Casder's presumably closest bodyguard. But I'm not sure what the alternative is. It is a bit of a long shot. Maybe.
I've
He's at
killed
the very
plenty
least
of
the only-
Goliaths. Happy to do it again.
I think that's probably off the table. We're already playing a dangerous game here. We don't need more blood to be spilled, because it could be your sister next.
Are you really just expecting me to sit here?
I'm expecting you to stay rational and not immediately come to blows.
If that was me, the whole city would be burning by now.
That's exactly my point.
I just want you to know that if something happens, I will burn the city to the ground.
That is very grand scale and understandable. Let's think smaller for the moment. What can we do in this moment to bring us one step closer to finding out what's going on?
Sharpen my sword.
We can look at
Okay.
maps. We can see where they might be going. Where we can maybe meet up with them.
Maybe you said she left her things here, right?
Yes?
Maybe there's a clue amongst her things.
I already looked through it all. There's nothing. Just the maps. Yeah, you could use them to pinpoint exactly where they'd come out, but apparently it'd be too slow to get there.
They're probably assuming that they're heading directly north, going to Thisk. From there, it's highlands until you get, I mean, basically up at Freya at that point. Assuming they're going straight north, which we don't know yet.
If they are going north, then I have a way of getting us there.
There has to be a way to find out.
You have a way of getting us where?
to Freya. At least to Freya's gate.
Quickly.
What day does the expedition usually leave?
I would say the expedition normally leaves towards the end of this month. I mean, like the second to last week.
How many days away? Give it to me in English.
It's about
It would be
13
about
days, 2 weeks ish.
yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Actually, no, it would be just after the trial, so about 9 days, 10 days.
it's better.
I just want murder.
Well, if we can get to well, no, they would come here. The ship sails from Kieran in about a week. A little over a week. They usually stop by here.
What the fuck did she do now?
I don't know, but I am also interested in finding that out.
And that's where I'll leave the session for tonight.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm gonna punch Eric.
oh, oh.